Baby, would this be the perfect relationship if I never made you cry at all? At all? Would this be the perfect love affair if we ain't never said goodbye at all?
Hey y'all, we're back.
Yeah. First of all, we got to start off the episode with saying thank y'all because last week, I don't know if it was some magic in the air or a little, little black girl magic or just the good Lord up above, but y'all ran that reel up. Okay, so keep running the reels up. Actually, go run the other ones up so we can start getting checks.
And shout out to Geraldine who was on that episode with us.
Yes, that was a really good episode. I can't wait to bring her back on.
Hell, I need to call her some mentoring.
Right.
I need help.
I need a therapist. Shout out to Herb. Herb got a promotion, so I can't. He be busy now, and he in school. I need him to recommend somebody new to me, I need to be a black man because I got questions. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it today, but I just got questions.
I don't know whether I need a man or a woman or like which one I would prefer, but I definitely want them to be like black.
Yeah, they have to be black, but I like having a black male therapist. Like, it was something, and I don't know if it was because Herb looks a lot like my dad. Probably. But there was just like a comfort. Like, it was okay, I can talk to him. I can relax. Like, this ain't no like, because I be scared to talk to a lot of men because, it's just sometimes they use that and take advantage of you or be, try to.
Your vulnerability.
Yeah, they take a moment where you crying and try to get some pussy. And I don't like that. I hate when guys do that. So I'm very apprehensive of like truly being vulnerable and let my guard down. But Herb, just since the day I met him, was just very like, he genuinely cared. Like, it was like, how are you doing? Like, I remember the first time I think I ever had a real conversation with Herb, and it was when I found out Trevor had cancer. And I don't know if my face said I was just going through it or my body, but I was coming off the elevator in the Hill Center on the 3rd floor. And I came out the elevator and he was coming on. He was like, he just stopped me. He said, "You good?" And you know how when you've been just kind of going through the motions and you're not really, you trying not to cry. So you just been kind of staying busy. And this man just said, "Are you okay?"
And that's the one.
And I was like,
that's the one thing. It's like,
I'm not good. You be like, I'm not. Especially when you can tell somebody genuinely, because a lot of people like, "Oh, how you doing?" And they just asking like, "Oh, okay, in general, not really
normal
truly
conversation.
Are you okay?" Right. And when he asked me, "Am I okay?" I was like, "No, I'm my friend." Because at this point, I ain't know. All I knew, cancer killed people. That's all I knew. Like, and Trevor at that time, I was like, "This is like, I can't. What am I supposed to do?" Like, he 19, 20. I can't lose my friend at 19, 20 to no fucking cancer. So it was just, and then on top of that, I was in school and I was working, and I was just, it was so much. So it was just like, and I guess, like I said, he just asked me, "Was I okay?" And I just melted.
Yeah.
So I love having a black male therapist. I haven't ever went to counseling with a black woman, so I'd be open to it. But I feel like I would, depending on how she responded to the stuff I said, I'd be very combative.
I mean,
because I'd be combative with my mom. The other day I had to call her and apologize for talking to her crazy.
Yeah, I be competitive with my mom too, but she be getting on my damn nerves.
Well, I had called my mom because, like, everybody knows this. I only got a couple people in my life. I'm just not one of them women who got 25 friends. Like, if I ever got married, it's gonna probably be a bridesmaid, maybe 2, if that. Y'all might just be in the audience, okay? So it's not a lot of people that I just consider friends. So I had called my mom to talk about something. It was something on my mind, and I needed to talk to somebody. And I called her, and she was just being kind of like blah. Like, it was just like her tone was very like, I don't want to be bothered. And I'm like, you all like, and I don't be wanting to guilt trip her, but it's like, I'm calling you and I want to talk to you, and you ain't trying to talk to me. So I think I got off the phone with her and I text her something crazy. I was like, see, this is why this is why I need a boyfriend or a nigga, because I ain't got nobody else to listen to me when I need to talk to them. And you supposed to be I was going off, and I could not sleep that night. I felt so bad. I was wrong. I felt so bad, like, because I was like, she didn't deserve that, and she might have been having a moment herself, and me coming in at that moment doing all that wasn't necessary. Mm-hmm. So I had to call her the next day, and I said, "Mom, I'm really sorry for talking to you like that, because even though at that moment I was emotionally going through something, and I really did need to talk to you, I did not take the time to maybe acknowledge the reason why you weren't giving me what I needed was because you couldn't give it to me in that moment." So I told her I was sorry, and she was like, "Oh no, you ain't gotta apologize." I was like, "No, I do, because I was wrong for that."
Yeah, well, that's good accountability. Because
I felt bad.
Some people just fly the fuck off the handle and don't say anything.
Yeah,
or they don't think what they did was wrong, especially to your own mom.
Yeah, that's one thing about it. Now, if it was a nigga or something, I probably wouldn't have apologized. But with my mama, she is all I got. So it's like, I don't want to ever make her feel like she ain't doing enough, because at the end of the day, it's not her job to take the place of 85 different other people that ain't around. Like, she ain't supposed to be there, be my mama and my daddy and my uncle and my auntie and my cousin and my best friend and all that. That's just not, she my mama, that's it. So it's unfair of me to always have this higher expectation, because she, we look at our moms as like these superhuman, super
but even
women.
In people in general, because like you said, this is why I need a boyfriend. Your boyfriend might be having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? He might not always be giving you the energy you need right then too. So you kind of just have to like check your own self. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in general be having bad days. It's just not always a good time to drop your weight on folks. But when you have it, of course, you don't think about that. You just know you need to.
You just trying to get whatever you got off your chest.
Just trying to get it out. So you don't think about that. But I hope y'all have people to talk to.
It's a process. I was talking about that earlier today with somebody, and we're talking about that kind of just to bring this up, or to get to one of the subjects today, which is September is Suicide Prevention Month. And on this podcast, we've talked about mental health, I think, a lot. Like, it's something that I think from the very beginning have tried to, make sure it's a point that you all know that we care about. And it's been a lot of things going on. I will first lead with, I want to send my condolences to rapper 600 Beezy. I hope I'm saying this correct. I'm not gonna lie, I never really heard of him or his music.
I don't know.
But I want to send my prayers to him, as well as the family of his girlfriend, Raven. Unfortunately, she did pass recently due to suicide. Yeah. And he, put out
yesterday.
It was yesterday? Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was Monday. But
yesterday, well, it was Monday. Okay. Everybody knew about it yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. So the last few days, unfortunately, she did pass due to suicide, and 600 BZ has like put out these messages about just kind of letting people know she's been struggling with this for a while, that she had been talking to him about this.
I kind of wish she had kept the messages private.
I hate that. What is this new trend of putting everything out? Like, to me, it's just some things that you keep private, like, it's one thing to say, hey, she passed because of this, everybody, look out for your people, whatever, but to like put out these messages where this person was being, I think, extremely vulnerable with you, I think it's kind of an invasion of her privacy.
Yeah, and I think you have to think about if that person would have wanted you to like put that out there. Like, is that something that she would have wanted? Because now in death, you still disrespecting her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know they weren't together when she ultimately passed, but it just felt disrespectful. Yeah, to me. But I love her actually, because she has a fitness page and everything, and they have like a line of these bomb ass like bodysuits and cat suits and stuff. You know, like when they be having that little scrunch in the booty crunch.
Yeah. I seen a girl getting stretched out with like actually working out, not stretched out like nasty, because I know how y'all are. But it's a stretch coach that I follow, and he helps people do the splits. I think it's like in New York or something. And this lady had on some type of little cat suit, Razorback situation, and I couldn't help but look at her ass. I wouldn't even pay attention to the stretch.
I am no better than a man.
I ain't no better than a man
to that. But she does the workout videos where she did workout videos, and then there was another girl who she would always do them with, because I follow her on TikTok, and they would always like work out together, and they had basically they were trying to show you that like the jumpsuit came in different sizes and stuff, because the other girl was like real thick, and she was more like petite thick, you know, she had like a little booty on her and everything, but that's terrible. She was beautiful, you know, you really can't tell to me that she was struggling.
But I think that's the thing. I think that a lot of times in our society, we equate monetary or financial,
right, of course,
or you know, social media as happiness. We like, oh, this a millionaire, he happy, or oh, they married with 4 kids, they should be happy. You know, you got a job, you should be happy. And a lot of times that shit don't even be scratching the surface of what people really be going through. Having a job don't mean you happy.
Yeah, like, the job was stressing your ass out. I mean, you remember on what was it, like Steve Harvey? I can't remember which stand-up it was, but he was like, people always talk about how, you know, they want money and they want all these things, and he was like, get some money and see how many people hate you because you have money, or how many people trying to steal your money, or how many people asking you for your money, or want some of your money, and all these things. Like, money, to whom much is given, much is required. And sometimes, you know, mentally, depending on what you've gone through, or depending on how you get to that level of success, it can be hard to handle. She seems like she had been struggling with her mental health even before all the success. So,
and a lot of times people are
like when you struggling, not dealing with it and just working is not gonna help you either. Like,
them problems still there.
Yeah, you have to confront all that stuff. So
yeah, that's why I be trying to talk to people now. Cause when I get rich, I don't want to be feeling like this. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't want to feel how I feel now with the stuff I deal with now, and have all this money and continue to feel like that. Cause that's a whole nother level of like, what, I don't even know what to call it. Like, just subconscious depression, I think, because it's like, there's a lot of things right now that make me like, that put me in a mode of depression, because it's like, okay, I know I don't have to be here, you know, in this moment, or like, I know I shouldn't have to struggle like this, or I shouldn't have to go through this experience. But it's another thing to do the hard work, get to where you're trying to go, and then hell, you still wake up, look in the mirror, and you like, shit, I don't.
Yeah. I think that's been, failure itself has been a like, I feel like it's been an ongoing theme in my life.
But is it really failure?
I don't know if it's failure, so let me not say that. But you remember how I be watching shit, y'all. So you remember how like Beyonce was doing the Beyonce album, and they did the Girls Time and they lost or whatever. And when you watch the behind the scenes on YouTube, she was saying that was probably one of the best lessons she could have learned at such an early age, because you can work hard and put your blood, sweat, and tears into something, and you can still fail. That don't mean like you're just never gonna win, but it just means like in this instance, that wasn't for you. And I think like learning how to like deal with failure or losing or whatever in a healthy way, like, or learning how to cope with failure has helped me like just move forward with certain stuff. And I, not that I don't still get sad or like get bummed out because something didn't go my way, or because some things aren't working out for me. It's just like, okay, you know, like I can separate, like, okay, I guess that just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't my path. Or maybe I wasn't working hard enough. Or maybe, you know, I just try to find ways to like rationalize things instead of like letting my mind go to that place. Like, oh, I want to be sad. It's like, you know, just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I do think, that there is a difference from like, I guess, and maybe this is a real difference from like, you have a moment like, okay, today's just a bad day. And then it's like I have depression. You know, because I think a lot of people be having like sad days, which is like, you talking to a Pisces. Normal. I'm a Pisces. Every day a sad day for me. I could cry every day if I wanted to. So I understand that, but I think that a lot of people don't understand how a lot of people are in a depression.
Yeah.
Like, it's not I'm gonna wake up today and I'm sad. It's like no, you literally feel like you're engulfed in this bubble, in this cloud of just hopelessness, negativity.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe how depression feels for me, because when I'm like and the holidays are real hard for me. Like, I hate the holidays. I'm just gonna be real. November through January, I hate it.
Yeah.
But that's because I don't have a big family. Like, I've never had that. I've never had the family Christmas photo and the everybody come together and open gifts and sit around and eat and let's tell stories and I just never had that. So when the holidays come around and I see all of that on social media and stuff, it fucks me up. And I know this year gonna be real hard. That's why me and my mom been like, okay, so where we trying to go? Because it's like, it's just like I've never had that. And it's not that I'm jealous, of people online, or I'm like, damn, I need that. It's just like, damn, I don't have that, and that's beautiful. And I wish I did, have a piece of that, or I had that family atmosphere like that. So I think that some people, like, I think I was watching Poor Minds one time, and I don't ever comment on YouTube videos. That's just not my thing. I just watch.
I don't either.
It's
something had touched me.
And they said something on there, and I felt the need to write a comment, because I think they said something like, oh, depressed. And I might be paraphrasing, but the way I took it, it was just like, they're like, man, some people, y'all not depressed, or depressed people, y'all just need to get up and make yourself happy. It was just something along the lines of like, basically like, people are deciding to be depressed. Like, they are making the choice to be depressed. And I had a comment, and I'm like, okay, now there's be some people dragging it. Like, I know, we all know people who be dragging the fuck out of shit. Like, they shoestring come untied, and they like, oh my God, my anxiety and my depression, this is just, it's like a thing, you know? But there are some people where, like, it's
on you.
It's just, you in that season. Like, it's just like, your car break down, somebody die, your rent money, you ain't got none, your lights about to get cut off, your water about to get cut off, you got some beans and half a loaf of bread in the fridge with a
your man left you, your girl left you, your mama mad.
Your friends ain't answering the phone.
I got you. For niggas at work acting a damn fool.
And when you in a season like that, ain't no, I'ma just get up and tell myself to be happy, because ain't shit happy going on.
I mean, that's a hindsight 2020 kind of a perspective. And I know we said that, or it was an episode we did like a while ago, a few episodes ago, and we were saying, like, sometimes when you sad, like, you can't stay there, because I think that's what be like making me, go forward, because it's like, okay, I'm sad, and now what? You know what I'm saying? That's how in a way, I feel like I was raised. It's like, God damn it. Okay, yeah, it's fucked up, but we gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? You still only get one goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be sad about this shit, or I'm gonna move on. And I think that's what people who don't deal with it like that think. They think everybody can do that. But some people don't know how, like, grief or depression or sadness is like crippling. And I don't think.
Why you think people's on medication for that shit? Exactly. Like, if it was just wake up and I'm happy, you wouldn't need pills.
I don't think people realize how much it hurts and affects people.
Like, I was telling you that post earlier. Let me pull it up, because they were saying like the different, what really is suicide prevention. I was telling you and the difference, and the post basically was like what people think suicide prevention is, and they had the crisis prevention number, and then they were like, oh, this is what it really is, and it lists like different things that really make people depressed, like food security, affordable housing. I'm sorry, y'all, this post keep disappearing. I'm on Instagram. Okay. Food security, affordable housing, gatekeeper training, peer norm activities, affordable health care, housing stabilization policies, community engagement, the stigmatizing mental illness, and that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one, because call somebody crazy or call them dramatic, or man, he just acting out. They just acting out. No, they going through something. Strengthening household financial security. Let me tell you, if not having money makes you depressed, But the circumstances that you have to put yourself in because you don't have money will make you depressed. Increasing accessibility.
I hate when people say that money doesn't buy happiness. Give me some. So
it don't buy happiness, but it make you comfortable. And having money gives you the opportunity to focus on other things,
of course,
to better yourself. Like we were talking about Lizzo last week. Like, yeah, Lizzo big, but like you said, Lizzo got the money to go to the doctor to make sure if some health-wise ain't wrong, ain't right, she can go get it right.
But not only that, most of the time when people be depressed, like earlier we were just saying, like car note, house note, lights, kids need stuff for football practice, or they need a new instrument, or they need to get their hair done and stuff like that. All that costs money. So like 10 stresses could be alleviated from you if you just had money.
I was talking to my mom one day, and she was like, you need to focus on your health more. You need to, take your vitamins and I said, Ma, have you looked at vitamins? Have y'all seen a bottle of vitamins cost $15? The fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I was actually thinking about doing the little subscription thing where they just you sending you
the packs each month? Yeah.
And that way I wouldn't have to buy 18 different bottles.
I did that a few years ago, and I'm just bad at taking pills, y'all.
Me too.
I honestly,
I hate taking
the first
pills.
thing I probably do, and if I ever got rich, was get a shot. I'll go to the doctor. Give me my vitamin C shot. Give me whatever I need for the month.
Give me everything in like liquid or powder form.
I hate getting stuck, but I just don't. My memory is so bad when it comes to remember taking pills. Like if I wasn't so terrified of getting pregnant, I probably would not remember to take my birth control.
My mind ain't so bad at remembering. I just don't like to take pills.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Some of these pills is some fucking horse tranquilizer.
Oh no, I just don't remember. I'm the person to buy
it,
and I just look at it. I'll look at it and I'll be like, okay. And then I'm never gonna forget to come back and take it.
I remember they just took these.
Have you tried the gummies?
Pills.
And they got all types.
They high too.
The gummies are, the gummies.
They high too.
The gummies actually be more expensive than the regular vitamins.
I got the pills and got more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Being healthy is expensive in general. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. It's a reason why America's fat, because Americans is poor.
Yeah.
Like that's just keeping it a buck.
Got $1 menu,
and sometimes if you got $5 and you gotta eat, you gotta get that Big Mac, you gotta get that large fry, and you gotta get that large drink.
Hell, sometimes if you got $5,
and if we keeping it a buck, hell, the dollar menu really ain't the dollar menu.
You right. Now that's true.
Cause hell, even McDonald's got rid of the dollar menu. It's the $1, $2, $3 menu now, because certain things is $1, like fries, and everything else is $2 or $3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even.
Yeah, that's not even given.
It's not as easy as y'all think.
Vitamins and stuff, it is expensive. I will say, like, now that I've been trying to be on more of a little health journey, and because I've been working out and stuff, like, Aldi has great stuff. A lot of their little stuff be organic or whatever, so y'all should try them out. The only thing about them is sometimes they'll have something and sometimes they won't. Yeah. So, like, you might have to go to a different one. Go to the white people Aldi.
Yeah. I go to the one in Crestwood. It don't be that bad.
Yeah.
When they restock.
I'll be going to the one up here in Pelham just because it's close to work. And they be having shit in there I ain't never seen.
Yeah, now
that's why I said go to the white people Aldi.
The one that I used to go to on 280.
Baby.
I miss the quality of products of 280. Yeah. Like just the Walmart, just the Target. It's the quality.
Trader Joe's even, like, Trader Joe's has cool stuff, but they have great flowers and stuff.
I only like the frozen meals. I'm just gonna be honest. That's the only thing I go to Trader Joe's for. The frozen section. I want the frozen shit.
Yeah. I have gone in Whole Foods because maybe Whole Foods, get your coins together.
I went to Whole Foods one time and I'm not gonna lie. I had 3 items and I spent like $70. I'm never going back. Yeah. I never went back.
I walk your ass in and walk your ass out.
I got a bag of chips and like 2 other things, and the lady was like 73. I was like,
I be buying stuff that's on sale. Like I be getting these like little matcha coffees that are like organic, and they be on sale for like $2 and $3. I get those. And I like that green juice that they have. Because it's basically like somebody juiced for you and they just giving it to you. So I buy those, and they have different, like, they have like big sizes and then like smaller ones you can take with you on the go. And I like those because I be trying to get like greens in more and stuff. But yeah, Aldi is expensive. Those aren't crazy. I buy that little stuff, but I ain't finna go in there and get no damn meat.
Like I said, vitamins are expensive. Being healthy is
You
expensive.
should, because it's probably better cuts and stuff. But
I ain't there yet.
I need to do the coupon.
I feel like you gotta. You
I'm
need to make
going in.
$70K or higher to be shopping in Whole Foods on a regular
To
basis.
get
Getting
your
your groceries,
whole grocery list out of there, you're definitely crazy.
but I ain't never been to Whole Foods and the parking lot was empty. So the couple times I did go, they be in there,
and they have cool stuff. I ain't gonna say
it's a cool store.
They a hot bar.
I was about to say, I heard the hot bar be it, but I'm gonna stick with Piggly Wiggly because I'm a real bitch. I'm a real bitch. Real bitches go to Piggly Wiggly
or Win Dixie. Win Dixie gonna get you right, baby. They be barbecuing.
Let's get back on the topic though. I don't want that thing. They gonna be like, y'all being insensitive. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry.
That's deflecting. We trying to deflect. We don't want to cry on the podcast.
I'm an emotional eater, so a lot of times when I be having a bad day, I be like, yeah, I might want drinks, or I'm probably gonna want something to eat. And so
I know I'm depressed when I go bust down to McDonald's or something, because I fucking hate McDonald's. Like, I'm one of them girls, like, I'm not eating McDonald's. I don't care if we're traveling or whatever. I don't want no McDonald's. But if I'm going
McDonald's is only good to me if it's hot. Like, I don't like nothing but the breakfast hot. Sometimes the breakfast don't be busting like that.
I don't like nothing but the breakfast. That's the only time I go to McDonald's now is for breakfast. I like to give me a sausage McMuffin with cheese.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. It's like, if you fuck this up. But a lot of times they don't be hot either when you
First of all, my cheese don't even be melted. I be like, did y'all just slap this raw ass cheese on this before you handed it to me?
That's the quickest way to make me mad. Yeah, facts.
Or they be burning up the damn McMuffin. McMuffin be tough as hell.
You sure do, yeah.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Woo. But anyways, let's get back to the topic.
So speaking of, September Suicide Prevention Month, we talked about mental health beyond the surface. So, that's your inner.
That's just beyond the check on your strong friends. That's the real mental health. Like the everyday, you waking up, you going through the motions. And I think a lot of us get caught up in that too. Like going through the motions. Like we don't even know we depressed because we routine. I get up 5 o'clock. I go to work. I work 8.5 hours. I go home. I watch my shows. I go to bed. I get up. I go to work. Like,
you don't have time to like assess the fact of what you're going through most of the time. So that's why I don't think people. I think that's why when certain events or certain things happen, that's what hit people all of a sudden sometimes, because you might have been holding all this in and it takes some kind of something to bring that out of you.
Yes. Because that's what happened to me when me and old buddy, I don't know if y'all remember, State Trooper nigga. He ain't State Trooper bait no more. State Trooper nigga. When I literally my grandma passed, or maybe not even like, I don't know. It was immediately after my grandmother passed. Yeah. And when I was talking to my mom, because Trooper nigga tried to resurface, and anyways, horrific. I was talking to her about it, and I said I realized that I really probably shouldn't have talked to him, because from the jump, it was always a thing. It was always something. Like me being so pro Black Lives Matter, pro Black people, pro my people. That was an issue. It was just so many things that was always an issue from the jump. But because I was grieving and going through things, and to be honest, I'm just gonna be real, I didn't want to grieve and go through all these things by myself. And when I met this person who from the outside looking in seemed to be, cool. They became a crutch. He became a band-aid. He became okay, well, I don't necessarily need to deal with this right here because
I'm focused on you.
Because now I'm focused on you. And when he decided to, make his leave of absence, it completely broke me all the way the fuck down. And I wasn't even in love with this man. Like, if I'm being for real, it was just because I had held in all the grief from my grandma passing and all the whatever other things that was going on to focus on what I was dealing with him. And when he decided, that's why they say, stop. What's the saying? Like, don't put your everything into people, or don't lean on people for your happiness and your, whatever. Because when them people go, because 8 or 9 times out of 10, they're gonna go. We're just gonna keep it a buck. A lot of people that we meet and we interact with ain't lifetime people. So when they do leave, and now that emotional band-aid get ripped off, it's like you get hit by an 18-wheeler. It's like a truck. Like, I had a whole panic attack when this nigga left. And it wasn't because, like, I was like, oh my God, I love him and he doesn't want me. But it's like, oh my God, I'm alone. oh my God, I don't have nobody to talk to now. Oh my gosh, who can I depend on? And I had lost my shit for a good little minute. I had lost my shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be here. Like, I hadn't even got in my car and got on the freeway. And I was like, okay, who I'm gonna run into? Like, I was literally in my car driving on the freeway. And I in Trustville, I think, because I had drove far from my house, like in Roebuck, Trustville, somewhere on the freeway. And I was just driving, and I was just like, okay, this it. But I didn't do it. Obviously, I didn't do it because I'm here. But I real deal, like, I even told him, I said, if this don't work, if you don't, like, stay with me, I'm going to go kill myself right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my car.
Yeah. I'm sorry you went through that.
Oh, no, it's cool. I mean, it's not cool. It's not cool, but it's things that happen. And I said all that to say, again, like, we have to learn how to deal with stuff internally and process things and talk to professional people and people who are trained. Because when you start trying to, depend on people and use people to kind of keep you up, you're going to fall even further down than where you was, because people are going to disappoint you. That's just what they do.
Yeah. I mean, and then it's somebody so new in our life, it's like you can't expect them to hold all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he didn't even know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he didn't know
until getting to know each other
after we stopped talking that I was a person who had depression and anxiety, because I didn't tell him on purpose.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when you first getting to know somebody, it's a lot, or you're not thinking about it at the time. Obviously, it's more of a subconscious thing, like that, how you do it or how we all do it. But like, you just getting to know them, so they have no like irons in that fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have no idea like what they signing up for. So when they see or when they feel like that I don't want to be a part of this, it's like, in hindsight, I can't really blame you.
Yeah.
Like, at all. I'm a lot right now. Like, I feel like that too sometimes. Like, I know I'm a lot to handle and I'm difficult as fuck, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. I told somebody that today. I was like, now look, I'm not about to change. So either you can get with it or get blocked. That's exactly what I said. And the nigga, he said, damn, you gonna block me, little mama? I wasn't even trying to. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. But if you want to see if a nigga fuck with you, tell him you gonna block him.
Yeah, well,
you'll see how much he get, how quick he get right.
Yeah, but we got to be careful when we tell people, if you do this, I'm gonna hurt myself.
Oh no, definitely. And I'm not one of them people. Like, I'm not ever one of them people who. That was the first time I even ever like verbally told somebody, okay, I want to kill myself right now. Because I normally, like, when I have my episodes, because this is something I be feeling like that all the. Like, again, I go through these things. So when I feel like that, a lot of times I talk myself out of it, or I pray, or I read the word, or I meditate. I try to get my mind in a space where, okay, because when you want to die, if I'm being for real with y'all, and I'm trying not to cry, when you want to die, a lot of times it ain't no talking out of that, because
I know
you just, it feels hopeless if you really, truly want to die.
If you're there.
Yeah. And to feel like that is one of those things. It's so scary because people care about you and people want to be there for you, but in that moment you just feel so alone.
Yeah.
So just be careful, y'all. Like, and really support your friends. Like, I know a lot of people be like, y'all need to check on your strong friends, but no, like, really, not calling them, not texting them, but getting your ass in the car and going to their house, or getting your ass in the car and saying, hey, come outside, we gonna go get some food or something, because a lot of times people do be crying out for help, or they tell their friends or whatever, and they think their friends being cute or being, dramatic, or they'll be like, oh, my friend, they always going through something, but then them be the same motherfuckers when the person do kill themselves. Oh, so-and-so was my homie, man. So I love so-and-so so much. I wish they would have talked to me. But then they be like, what's his name? 600 BZ. And then the bitch did talk. I'm sorry, the woman did talk to you. Yeah. Like, I can't tell you. I've had a friend who killed themselves. So this ain't nothing new. Like, and she didn't talk to me. I talked to her 2 days before. And I had when I talked to her, she was acting cool. Like, if I'm being for real, like, she was saying, like, oh, she was kind of sad about her and her girlfriend at the time breaking up, but it wasn't on no, like, okay. It wasn't like, this world is just too much, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't think, I told her, I said, hey, you know, you're going to find new love. You know, this is your first experience with a woman, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're going to find somebody else. But if I even had an inkling, if I even felt like so deeply moved to the point where I'm like, I would have went and checked on her. And that's just keeping it a buck. Because I don't play about stuff like that. So it's just one of those things where it can be anybody and it can happen so fast, and you just don't. People be going through real shit, like real ass shit. Like, and these be some of the people y'all think like life be all great.
Yeah, like you wouldn't expect
that part. And I say check on your friends that's always doing drugs, the ones that's always they gotta go out to every party and get drunk. Them be the people that be going through because why do you need to be drunk like that all the time?
That was me. I definitely felt like I had a drinking problem.
And that's real
deal. And had got into a few accidents too. So that's why when that black girl who was like, she was crazy. She was like tweeting about
the one who drinking and driving. Yeah.
That's why I was like, I know we didn't all like drunk and drove, but it's nothing to be proud of. You know,
that shit is not cute.
It's not cute, but at the time, it's like when you're in things, you don't really feel like that. You just feel like, oh, I do this all the time.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you might not even realize that you coping, and that's your coping mechanism. You just think like, okay, fuck it. I just want to go out and have a good time. I don't want to think about this shit right now.
I used to use sex as one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just keeping it a buck. When I was in college, that's just how that's how I cope, because to me it was like, I'm having a bad day, I'm just gonna go fuck this out. And then that put me in even fucked up more situations, because now I'm fucking with niggas that never should have had access to me, and I'm giving a piece of myself to somebody who should have never even had a piece of me. And then again, I be walking away feeling like, damn, why do I feel literally empty? And then it's like, well, damn, you just gave this person one of the most intimate part of you, and they should have never even had that type of access to you. You've been vulnerable with a person that you never should have been vulnerable with. So having a vice, I mean, I think is good, but I think that you have to have the right vice. There are things that work for certain people. Something productive, something that makes sense, something that actually genuinely helps you, doesn't cover up the problem, but it helps you with the problem.
Yeah. Something like creative, you know, like how people draw or they paint or they go golf or they work out. Because I did watch some of Kevin Gates' Carisha Please, and he was saying that like he'll work out like 2 and 3 times a day, because sometimes he just be feeling down, and he talked about how he had wanted to commit suicide himself, and he had went to go like I think he said, I can't remember, he went to go get a haircut or something, and when he was leaving, this guy came up to him, this white guy, and he was like, oh my God, I love your music, like your music has touched me so many ways, yada yada yada. And he basically kind of told the man like, yeah, like, you know, after this I was gonna you know, kill myself. And the guy was like, no, like, why would you do that, like, you know, whatever. So people really do be struggling. It don't matter like who it is, what you think they got going on. You know, these Instagram posts and stuff are fake. They're planned. They probably took those pictures months ago. Yeah. It's been
or a lot of these people don't run their accounts. If we keeping it back a buck, they have an intern or somebody who runs the whole account. So
PR company posting shit.
The pictures getting posted ain't like they sitting there with the phone in their hand. Like, let me write this caption up real quick for y'all. Like,
it's not real. It's not real. And don't have FOMO. I'm talking to myself too. Don't have FOMO looking at Instagram.
Fear of missing out, if you don't know what that is.
Yeah. Because I know sometimes for me, that's how I feel. Like, oh, you see all these people, they're buying property, and they're getting cars, and they're traveling, and they're doing all these things.
That's like, definitely a big one. You got to run your race. And that one that's why I had to cut back. If you pay attention to my social media, probably Monday through Friday, I probably post a whole lot because I'm at work. I be bored. I ain't gonna lie to you. But usually on the weekends, I don't post a lot because I take the time on the weekend to not be so tuned in to everybody else shit that they got going on. Like, cause it be fucking with me. I'm not gonna, like you said, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and especially the people who I follow that be here in our city, and not because of anything like I want what they want, but it's like I be knowing what the fuck going on for real. Yeah. And sometimes it's like that ain't real, and you get kind of frustrated because it's like, this ain't real. This ain't real life. Like, this some Instagram shit. And especially when you yourself try to be a quote unquote real person. It's like,
yeah, being genuine is almost a fucking fault.
No, it really is. It really is.
Sometimes
turning the other cheek, get your cheeks fucked up.
Yeah, like sometimes I really do feel like being genuine is so rare that like when that me being genuine or our podcast, whatever, being so genuine is like
people don't know how to accept it. It's weird to people.
Them bitches tell the truth all the time.
Yeah, like all the time.
They're not putting on airs or like anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really feel the need to do that. Like me and you both worked in places where people did that all the time.
Yeah.
I was sick to death.
Yeah.
I don't like the fake shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like all of that. So,
and I'm not good at lying. Like that's just me being very, very, very honest. I am not good. Like I'm not the type of person like Jessica asked me what I did today. I can't be like, oh yeah, I went to the mall, and lie. Like I'm not good at thinking on my feet like that. I'm gonna automatically be like, did I go to the mall?
My face is gonna give it away. I need deliverance from my face. It's gonna give it away.
I have to tell the truth because my whole everything gonna tell the truth for me.
Yeah. So, child. Yeah, I just unfollow some people. Like I know that sounds like unfollow, like, but literally sometimes you be going through looking at people's stuff, and when you start seeing posts and they make you feel away, unless you gonna deal with your feelings and you're ready for that, if you're not ready, unfollow them.
Yeah.
If you're looking at people's page and it makes you start to question, like, am I pretty? I
had to stop following all these black love pages. I'm gonna be real with you, and that's not because I don't support black love, and I'm not all here for everybody finding a person, but it was literally fucking with me because. And really just social media in general when it comes to relationships, because I be seeing some people or some relationships might be like, what the fuck? I can't get nobody.
Yeah.
Like, and I know beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And a lot of times I don't even be talking about the women because the women be fine. It be these ugly ass niggas. I just be like, how the fuck do they find love? And I'm just out here like,
it's somebody out there for everybody. You just gotta find your person.
I'm shallow, and I keep telling people that I need the nigga to be fine. I'm not going to get with a nigga I don't think is fine. Like if I look at you and my coochie don't get wet, automatic, like immediate, like simultaneously, as my eyes gaze up, my coochie begins to drip. I don't want to be with you.
Yeah,
I just can't. I can't make the compromise in that department.
I mean, I don't think it's nothing wrong with that if that's what's on your list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just gotta be, and you ain't gotta be, like fine, because I ain't fine. I'm cute.
But fine is it's subjective
too. So that's what I'm saying. But I don't know because some of the niggas
some people different. If they get to know you and they attracted to you, then. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's type of people because the niggas that be coming after me, I be like,
yeah. I mean,
that's like Urkel trying to get Beyonce.
The dating apps in Birmingham don't. Yeah,
I never knew Birmingham had so many ugly niggas till I got on them dating apps.
No, it's definitely. I know people say it's pee in the dating pool. I think it's fentanyl in it.
What's stronger than that? Formaldehyde? What they putting dead people?
Yeah, cause yeah.
I had this one dude literally get mad at me and tell me I was playing games and being childish because I did not want to tell him what side of town I lived on.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was like, bitches getting raped and killed.
See, I don't know. You're different from me because you keep talking to them. I would just block.
Oh, no, I didn't talk to him after that.
Not after that. I'm saying, like, and once you start sending messages to me like that, and I don't know you, you're going to ask me a question like that, and then I'm going to say no. And then you're going to ask me again, and then I'm going to block you.
I be trying to be, because, like, I be trying to listen to y'all. I'm a constructive criticism woman, so I'm going to try to listen to advice. So when y'all be saying sometimes you got to teach them, you got to let these guys know. So I be like, maybe he don't know that that's kind of creepy to, be so persistent. So I be trying to be, I honestly, And I don't think any man that I've ever like seriously talked to can sit anywhere and say if they ever, go out and do an interview, he can't sit up here and say I didn't try to compromise or I didn't try to meet him in the middle.
Yeah.
So I be still talking to them because I be like, maybe he ignorant, because Birmingham is full it's a lot of ignorant ass niggas here. Like ignorant. Okay.
The survey says that is correct.
Very like just completely just. So I be trying to like, maybe he don't understand it's 2022 and that's a little creepy. So let me try to tell him it's creepy. But then when you try to turn me telling you, okay, this makes me feel uncomfortable, and then you try to be like, nah, you on them little kid games. Like you trying, what? I'm telling you, this makes me feel uncomfortable. And as a woman, and you a man trying to pursue a woman, I should feel like my comfortability should be your number one. Well, safety number one, but my second, comfortability. You should want me to be comfortable around you, and you should want to do whatever that is to make me comfortable.
That's them folks who don't even like women, who don't respect women at all.
So it's just
weirdos,
creepy. With the suicide prevention, I don't even know. I don't have any advice. I honestly think that it's case by case. But all I can say is like, if you have a friend and they tell you like they want to kill themselves, don't take it lightly. Let me say that one. Do not take it lightly. I don't care if they a dramatic ass friend who be crying wolf all the time. I'm one of them people that I don't think you should take that type of stuff lightly, because you just don't know. Like, and sometimes people really do be crying out for help. And I know the statistics and all that say, like, usually people ain't gonna tell nobody when they want to go kill themselves. But I say, if it's your real friend, go check on them. Just to say, okay, I laid eyes on you. I'm gonna go back to do whatever I want to do. Two, I would say,
like, notice like their behavior too. You know what I'm saying? If they start acting out of the ordinary, or like if they start like focusing on a specific like event or like thing that's bothering them, I would say pay attention to that, because it could be something that they really trying to get over, but they're having a hard time.
Or if they even withdraw, if they're a person y'all talk every single day and they go 3 days and they don't text you, you might want to reach out to them. Because they might be having a moment, or they might be going through something. I think that our generation is very bad at that. Like, checking on people. Then I mean like for real, checking on, not let me send them a DM because they didn't post it. No, I mean like picking up your phone, calling somebody and saying, "You good? Are you okay? What's going on with you? How's life going?" I think we're really bad at that. We be on some, I got low maintenance friends. We only got to talk to each other every 3-4 months. I don't fuck with that. I don't subscribe to that. I just don't like that.
I mean, I feel like if y'all gonna be like that, then it's got to be like more of a natural thing. Like, because I mean, naturally, you got people you gonna fuck with you talk to them every damn day, and then you got some people where like if y'all see each other, y'all hit each other up, y'all good, whatever. So. I mean,
but how good of a friend are you if you can go 3, 4, 5 months without talking to each other? I think that's strange.
I think that's adulthood. Because I feel like when some people, like, if y'all lives just like in 2 different directions, like my roommate, who I started college with, like me and her only talk every few months, but it ain't no like shade thing. Like when me and her talk, we just stay on the phone for forever and we catch up. But like she be busy, I be busy, and we don't have a whole lot of the same friends now. So we just really don't like. And she was living in different places and stuff like that. So I don't ever feel like, oh, I'm mad, or like this bitch don't never call me. Like I would never feel like that. It's just like, hell, I don't be calling her ass either. You know what I'm saying? Some people it's just like that.
I feel like, so, and maybe this is me. There are friends. Then you have like acquaintances. You got people you kick it with. But like I'm saying, if you might like, for instance, I wouldn't go podcast or not. I probably wouldn't go 3-4 months without talking to you. Yeah. Because to me, that's weird. Or like, I wouldn't go 3-4 months without talking to Trevor. Or I'm not going to go, it's just like, to me, that's not friend behavior.
That's our friendship though. Like some people, if you grew up with them and maybe y'all don't always be on the same kind of time no more. Like they like to go out and you don't. Or they like, you know what I'm saying? Some people, you kind of grow apart. It ain't no like love lost or no ill feelings. you just don't talk to them all the time.
Yeah.
Like, but when y'all hang out,
But
y'all
would you
good.
consider them an actual
They're
friend
still my
though?
friend. Now that don't mean you got to be like at my wedding or helping me push my baby out. But like, you can come to the shower. You can come to the wedding. I want you to have a plate at the reception.
That'd be an acquaintance.
You know what I'm saying? I would go on a trip with them or something like that. You know, like, but I don't know that. I think that's just as you get older, some people be like that. Especially now we at the age where like people got kids and like stuff like that. Motherfuckers don't always want to be on the phone or like always want to go hang out. They got other stuff that they do. They married. They ain't got time to eat margaritas.
I mean, like you can send a little text, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, the older I get, the more like forgiving I am, because you know, sometimes when people busy, because I'm like this even now. Sometimes when I'm always around people. I told this to my boyfriend too. At home, I'm with my mom and my sister. They want to talk all the goddamn time. I get to work, I gotta talk to these folks. Like, and then I get back home and motherfuckers still want to talk. So a lot of times when I get home, I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to be in my room. I want to light my candles and drink my little wine. I don't want to text. I don't want to keep going back and forth. Dang, I can't even watch my damn show.
Let me tell you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like all the time, like when you get older and you got A, B, C, D, E, F, and goddamn G going on, and then you talking about, well, we can't send a text, bitch. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna have to talk to you every now and then. I'm gonna come to your birthday dinner though.
You gotta know your friends.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not the friend to do that shit with. Y'all gotta talk to me because, but that's just me.
Not like that.
Though. But I also tell people from the jump, like, I have very bad abandonment issues, and that's something that ain't gonna never go away. Like therapy can't make that go away because unfortunately there was somebody who should have been here who decided to go. So that's a hole. And that hole will never it's just a hole. So for me, the only way I know somebody cares about me is through action. Like that's just, I don't know how to equate like words and stuff to you that being who you are. Right. So if you don't call me or text me or check in, or if I'm reaching out to you and you're not answering or reciprocating, to me, that's like, oh, you're not my friend.
Yeah. But it don't mean when you call them, they don't answer. It's just y'all don't talk all the time. But when y'all do talk, y'all good. That's what I'm saying.
But I be like, 4 months without talking to me.
I don't think all friends are like that, though. I just think certain people are like that. Like, you have certain friends like that. Like, I mean,
maybe that's why I ain't got no friends now. Because I need to talk to
you. Have to be understanding. And I'm
understanding to a certain degree, but I also believe in check-ins. But that's just me.
You just can't have friends that do that.
Yeah, I'm not good. And that's why some people didn't fail that by the wayside. And I ain't talked to them since.
Yeah, but they might not have had no bad, like, whatever. Like, you have to be understanding. You know what I'm saying? You want people to understand that you got abandonment issues, but you got to also understand they might not want to talk all the damn time.
And I respect that. I might not need to be the friend for you. Yeah. I think that just like when we got to date people who equally yoked for us, your friends got to be equally yoked. Yeah. And some people can't have a friend. I'm not a good friend for a lot of people because I am needy. And I'm not needy in the way where I got to hang out with you all the time. But I need to check. We got to talk. We got to talk. And that's just me because that's the only, for me, that's the only way I can gauge where you are for real, talking to. I'm from that. I grew up around people, type of people where my grandma was a person. Oh, I need to come lay eyes on you, make sure you alright. Yeah. That's just how I am. So when I'm with people, and that's just how I am. Because when even yesterday when I was talking to you, I'm like, I was trying to gauge because I'm like, do I need to bring you something? Do you need a hot pad or something? I don't know. It's weird to me when people be like, oh yeah, this is my best friend, but y'all only talk every 6 months. That's twice a year, bitch. That's twice a year. How is that your best friend? That's a lot. How is that your best friend?
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, it just depends on the person, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just depends on the person. I don't know if I wonder, because I was listening to DeVal and them talk about this, but you know how they say, like, when you are training your baby to sleep in their bed, like, if you let your baby cry, then, like, your baby subconsciously like thinks that no one's coming to save me.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could like create abandonment issues in your child, or that child might just be like, okay, shit, fuck, I gotta cover my own self up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or they become like hyper independent.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder like what like parenting methods my parents did. And I think also it's just like because they was young
Mm-hmm.
when they had me, and it just wasn't a whole lot of time for like the whining and shit. You
And
know
I
what
think
I'm
because
saying?
our parents of a certain generation where they didn't hold or coddle their
Yeah.
babies like that. It wasn't like
Yeah.
they didn't have emotions and they didn't care. But I think we came from that, our parents coming from off that kind of downhill from civil rights and all that stuff, where when like their generation growing up in that, I mean,
Yeah.
like when it was time for them to be parents to us, it's like that's why I think they stress education and all that, because
Yeah.
that emotional kind
It's
of
a
thing.
lot of tough love.
Yeah, it was not a lot of like it. I don't want to say it's not okay to cry, but it's like okay, you done cried. Now move on. Like,
Yeah,
like
that's very much. Like,
yeah, it's like you
my
can
parents.
cry, but we ain't about to
That's
sit here
why
and dwell
even
on the
now,
shit.
I be like, okay, so what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's just not a whole lot of time for like, well, you know, my
Mhm.
parents very like, okay, well, we got kids, we got to pay these goddamn bills.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, when you got responsibilities and you got mouths to feed,
Mhm.
it's a certain stopping point
Mhm.
that you got to be able to get your shit together,
Yeah.
because other people are holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Now, if you are an independent person, you live alone, you know, you don't have no spouse, nobody depending on you, by all means, cry all day.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? But like when you got kids, or when you got somebody that's dependent on you, or even when you married and y'all in it together, I don't think you always have the luxury of just doing that, unless you got the financial like independence where you can take off work and go on vacation and y'all can, you know, leave and come back. But if you don't have that, you kind of gotta pick up your feelings.
But I am glad
and move
a lot
bit.
of places now are taking heed to that and acknowledging that, hell, we spend majority of our time at work, and sometimes this shit get overwhelming, and it's outside of a vacation day. It's outside of a sick day. I need a day where I need to turn my brain off. And so that's why I'm kind of glad that a lot of companies now have like health stipends where they'll pay for you to go to therapy, or they give you mental health days included in the vacation, you know, well, besides the vacation. So you'll have mental health vacation and, you know, sick or whatever. Because a lot of times most people, I think this mental health day and all that is a new thing within like the last 5 to 10 years. That ain't no, like,
people, my parents, my mom will be 50 on the 13th. Okay, 50 is old. My mama ain't going to nobody damn therapist. You see what I'm saying? Like, even at that age and older, they still don't like really confront their mental health.
Yeah, they don't confront their emotions.
Like, they don't confront their emotions. Sometimes they let, and I'm not talking about everybody. You know, maybe your parents are very evolved, but like they lack accountability with a lot of stuff. Like they can't admit when they wrong. They can't apologize, and so I feel like, you know, that's ending with our generation, because we becoming like, because of social media and TV, and because it's all buzzwords and stuff now. Like, we very aware, but like we've still learned things from them. So like, even though we aware, sometimes putting those things into practice is hard for us.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just be wanting better for them, because we need them around. You know what I'm saying? I desire to have like healthy communication, healthy relationships with my parents, with my aunts and uncles, and, you know, whoever. And so I want them to be on the same kind of time we on, you know, if that'll ever happen.
Yeah, I've been talking my mom. I think I've told her several times we need to go therapy, and I'm gonna keep telling her till she listening.
Yeah, I used
like,
to tell my mom.
It's just one of them things. I'm gonna beat it into your head. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it when we have an issue that can be solved with therapy every time. Once we get into a little scope, we can go therapy. Just like a married couple, because eventually you gonna be like, okay, let's just go, because you've been telling me, and we gonna go and we gonna talk about this shit, because, or I've now just told my mama what bothers me, like, in the moment. And look, y'all probably be like, dang, she be, but I don't want to ever look back and be like, damn, I should tell my mama this, or damn, I should express myself to my mom in this way, or I should have this conversation so she knew how I felt. So it's like, I'd rather tell my mom now, I didn't appreciate how you handled this when I was a kid. By you doing this is what then happened as the domino effect after that. And there have been things like, I'm gonna be real, there were things that my mom just recently found out about me this year, that stuff that happened to me when I was in high school and when I was a kid, and stuff that I did not really process and work through until my 20s myself. And now I'm coming back to her and telling her this, and so now she's getting opened up to this whole experience or experiences that she never understood, and now she's connecting the dots and being like, oh, this is why you were like that then, or this is why you da-da-da. Well, I didn't know that, da-da-da. And that's why I'm therapy, so I can talk to you so that you can understand. I don't be going off the way I go off because I just want to hurt you, or I don't say the things I want to say because I want to create I don't know, a spectacle, you know. But it'd be like, a bitch be hurting, like, and that's just keeping it up.
Also give her grace too, because you didn't tell her.
Yeah, you know exactly.
It's always got to be in both hands in the pot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I even say that with my sister, like, you can't really be mad at her because she didn't know. So you can't really blame her for moving away, and that's with everybody. You can't really blame them for moving away about something. They have no idea what you're going through. Like, nobody can see through you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So we got to take our shit more to heart too, and like make sure we actually speak up. But I tell my mom stuff all the time. Like, so much so that sometimes she be like, I know, I'm the bad guy. But it ain't about you being a bad guy. It's just like, nobody ever tells her. My mom's a Virgo, obviously. Nobody ever says you did that wrong. And then when somebody does say you did that wrong, you very offended. Me do something wrong. I always do everything right. That's how she feels. So, like, that's why we be not like getting into it because I love my mama, but we butt heads about that because I'm gonna tell you.
I think adult children need to go to therapy with their parents, only because I think that is a very hard relationship to navigate. Because I think it's hard for parents to get out of that parenting mindset. At 25, I don't need to be parented. I need guidance, yes, but I don't need a parent. Well,
half the time I'm not really asking you. I'm telling you. Whatever that it is, we communicate about.
And my mama be petty about that now. She'll be like, I know you just want you to, because now I have to tell her. I'd be like, I'll be talking to her about something and it'll just be quiet. I'd be like, did you hear me? Well, yeah, I'm listening to you because I know you just called for me to listen. I'd be like, see, this is what I be talking. See, and this is where we get back to square one because you're trying to be smart and you know how I am. You trying to be smart and you know how to call. Why the fuck would I call you if I didn't want to respond? I said, how the hell am I supposed to know you hear me, Ma, if you don't respond? Well, I'm just trying to give you the time and the space to vent, Albany. Well, Ma, but if I'm calling you and I'm talking to you, talking is a conversation. If I just wanted to tell you how I felt, I would have sent it in a text. But I want you to respond to me so I can try to understand. I'm calling to talk.
All of it.
So,
all of it.
I definitely think, honestly, that adult children and their parents need to go to therapy.
I agree.
Because you need to relearn the relationship. It's a totally different relationship.
I agree.
It's a totally, and I think a lot of parents in their minds, they look at you and all they see is that little,
right?
You know,
which I mean, I guess I get it. You know, you're their child. Maybe that's something I won't experience or I won't understand till I have a kid of my own. But which I can only imagine. Probably always be my baby, but I don't know. When you get to be an adult and you start getting to know your parents, you get to know like your mom, the woman.
I'm getting to know the beta.
Yeah, that's totally different than like your mama. It's like you only know her one way. You know what I'm saying?
And them be two totally different people. Let me tell you. Your mama and who your mama is outside of that one job, totally different.
Yeah.
So, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We over an hour.
Yeah.
And this was a lot. This episode was a lot. It was a lot. One day, y'all, these last few episodes, we've been getting interrupted, and we're working on it.
Is it? Okay. Sorry.
Anywho.
I need drinks.
So yeah, we gonna wrap this up. I'm not gonna tell y'all to check on y'all strong friends. Just check on people. And when I say check, I mean get your ass up out of wherever the fuck you are and actually physically go check on people, or pick up the phone and call and listen. Because sometimes you might not need to see, but you can hear sometimes in people's voice if they're going through something. So like, I just actually genuinely check on people, not like the
Lord
superficial.
I've been talking about this a lot the past few days. And,
what, checking on people?
Not checking on people, but just like I don't know, being more like sensitive to other people's feelings. I don't know if sensitive is the word, but yeah, I can tell you about it off camera.
Empathy, having more empathy.
It's not that. I don't know how to explain it, but just like when you're around someone and like they say that they had a bad day or whatever, being like, oh, I just want you to be here. You know, like I don't really want to talk about it. I just want you to be here.
Oh yeah, I'm big on that. A lot of times I don't be wanting to necessarily talk to people. Like, I'm not, whoever I do end up being with, he gonna have to be very comfortable and sitting in silence. Because a lot of times I don't actually physically, I don't want to talk, I don't want to touch you. I just like the presence of somebody there.
I'm trying to work on that because I feel like I'm finna go home.
And is that weird? Is that weird? Like, a lot of times I don't be really wanting to like talk to people. I want somebody there. And I know people like, well, get a roommate. That's not what I mean, because they don't be in a room with you. I want you there. Yeah. I just want you like silent.
My problem is I be like sometimes, or I'm at the point now where I'm trying to make more money. So sometimes when I'm just doing stuff like that, like if somebody call me over and they're like, yeah, just sit with me, like I just want somebody to be with me. I'm like sitting there watching TV and I'm like, I could be responding to emails. I could be doing.
But you can do that. You need to bring your computer and do that while you there.
Because then I don't feel like I'm
there. See, I don't care. You bring your computer. You can do it. So, matter of fact, there's a reason why I have a TV in the living room and a TV in my bedroom, because I want people to know, like, a lot of times I don't want to talk because I'm not one of them people like, you can't touch the remote when you come over my house. I am not one of them people like, people come over and they like if we are like, especially niggas, like we coming over, you trying to chill and you be like, oh, put this on. I'm not putting that on. You at my house, we gonna watch what I want to watch. You go in the living room. It's another TV. Look, if you can, I've told niggas that before. I said you can bring the PlayStation, just hook it up to the TV in the living room, like, cause I think that's what a lot of people, we don't, and I think the pandemic kind of fucked with us with the human interaction, a lot of time we just want to physically feel the support and to physically feel the person being there, but that don't mean I necessarily want to sit here and oh my god, woe is me. You know, sometimes I just want to. Damn, I'm so over here to check on the beach. That's nice.
Yeah. All right.
But it's all what's the word? A learning experience, a learning curve. We all doing shit we ain't did before. I ain't never been 25 before. You ain't never been your age before. I don't know if you want to tell everybody you ain't never been where you at before. So it's all just so new, and I feel like it's just a lot. So just stay prayed up, do things to keep your mental strong, positive, whether that be yoga. I did some yoga the other day and I slept so well that night. So I'm gonna probably do it again when I go home tonight. Stretch out my back, relax and all that. Find you a tribe, find you a core people. Like, yeah, it's cool to have 30 friends maybe, but like if you can find 3 or 4 like solid ass motherfuckers, like that's gonna really like ride with you. Like really, like you can call them 2-3 in the morning, 12 o'clock, because you really truly need to get some shit off your chest. Then that's all you need. Like, thank God, like stay prayed up, and if you need to go to church, go to church. If you need to listen to your gospel, listen to your gospel, or you know whatever it is that you believe in. Because it's just so many things out here trying to attack your mind, knock you off your block.
Spiritual warfare,
and that's even bigger than all this other stuff going on. Like it's a real, especially like if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you walking in your purpose, it's gonna be hard. Yeah. It's gonna be probably the biggest battle of your life trying to stay on that path. So just making sure again you have them people around you and you have your own, you know, something that you hold on to that just keeps you moving forward and pushing forward. Yeah. Thank y'all for running up that reel. Again, run up the other reels, run the reels up, run up the TikToks, run up the YouTube videos.
Definitely run up the TikTok.
Comment on the Apple Podcast, on the Spotify Podcast.
Leave us a 5-star
Y'all don't
rating.
understand what I be going through trying to get these motherfuckers out. Okay?
Baby, these videos be long.
The way this MacBook Air be having an asthma attack, me trying to put this shit up on YouTube, y'all need to go stream the shit. Okay? Last week I had to export that video 5 times.
Jesus.
5.
Jesus.
And I know that some people, they're like, when you're trying to export a 2-hour-long video, that's a 5-hour export, 3-hour export. It don't just, export. It's a hour, hour, you know.
Know about it.
Whew, I'm just saying.
All right, y'all. Make sure you follow us down below. Down below here. You can find our Twitter and our Instagram there. You can follow me on Instagram at Jessie JESSI_Monique. And that's 2 E's on Twitter.
And y'all can follow me at therealabaniayanna on Instagram, and then at _abaniayanna on Twitter. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Be safe. Make good decisions. And we'll see y'all next week.
Love y'all.
Be
strong,
y'all.
y'all.
Never made you cry at all. At all. Would this be the perfect love affair if we ain't never said goodbye at all? At all. So many nice guys up in the world. What? You ain't never told one hi.